Hey guys, it is, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I get it. This laptop is not plugged in. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, November 26, 2024, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, so we are here to wrap up the month of November 2024, themed with free piano plugins and also themed with free delay VST plugins. So I got 4 piano VSTs today to wrap up the month, and we have 2 delays. No instruments for today. Just trying to straighten something up here, and then we'll get right into it. The year is almost over, guys. It felt like this year flew by. That's how it is. All right, so that is updated. So, all right, let's jump into it. So the free VST plugins for today are as follows. So first up here, we have Numa Player. So Numa Player, this one is bigger than just pianos. There's a lot going on. Let me click on this link and jump over to their page. So this is the website for Numa Player, and you could check it out. You see there's a lot going on here with the player itself, with what it can do. Let's go to products. And let's not go there. Numa Player. Let's not do that. Overview. Okay. So if you see here, it has a ton of different instruments, and they have them in categories. Of course, today's video is focused more on pianos. So the thing about this one is it has multiple types of pianos. So they have acoustic pianos, they have electric pianos, they have other things here like strings, pads, and different types of percussive keyed instruments like vibraphones, marimbas, celestas, and you see all that stuff listed here. But mainly for the pianos, we have acoustic pianos. They have 4 different models, and then we have electric pianos, and we have 5 different models here. There are a ton of effects that you can add because they have this whole huge effects section, and it's a very complicated player as far as what you can do, the different effects that are available. There's a whole effects section, and then the way that you can layer the keyboard sounds, so you can actually map out certain octaves to play a certain piano or a certain string sound. So you can basically map it across the keyboard octaves, what instrument's playing what. So you can actually combine multiple keyboards in there in very interesting ways and do a lot of processing. There's an effects section, there's a master section, there's sends, all that. But the main purpose while we're talking about this is mainly about the whole keyboard thing as far as piano is concerned. So definitely check that out. The link is in the description. Numa Player. A lot of piano sounds to be had. They have it for iOS devices, definitely iPhone and iPad. They have it for Linux. There are some beta versions for 2 flavors of Linux, let's say it that way. And it's also available for Mac and PC. So a lot of support for multiple platforms. But definitely check out Numa Player. Sometimes I can't believe it's free. sounds great, and there's a lot of functionality there for something that's free. Next up, we have Blueprint Epic Grand. So what this is a sample library instrument for Kontakt Player. So you don't need the full version of Kontakt. You can run this with the free Kontakt Player. So what it is essentially a grand. Cool thing about it is they have some tone control here with color, hype, stereo width, and then reverb. Where you see this little gear icon, you can hit that and you get more options with the reverb as far as the type and the algorithm of the reverb. And over here, they have some more cog icons over here for you to go more into the settings. There's not much behind there, but just for you to be aware that there's settings there. And then over here is where some of the cool things are happening is we have control over mic proximity. So we have close mic, mid mic, and far mic. And you have the levels here. You can set the levels, you could turn them on and off, you can mute solo. And it's showing you a diagram of the perspective here, close versus far. So you can really dial in some kind of a room vibe right from here, separate from just the reverb. You can kind of get some level of faux IR going. So definitely check this one out. It's a bit weird to install sometimes, but you have to go to the website from the link in the description. You have to put in your email, and then hopefully they send you the email, because sometimes that doesn't happen. You put your email and name, and they're supposed to send you an email. Then the email is supposed to have a link that takes you to the page that's then gonna give you the serial number that you have to now put into the native access application, which is how you install all of Native Instruments plugins and instruments like Kontakt. So once you add it in there, then it's gonna pop up in your Kontakt library of things you own for Native Instrument within the native access player. And then once you see it there, you hit install, and it's gonna run in the background and install it in your system. It's a bit much, but I guess it's worth it. So definitely check out the Epic Grand from the Blueprint series. This is from Fractured Sounds, and they have more free offerings for the Kontakt Player, so you can check them out there. Next up, similarly to the whole situation with the Kontakt Player, we have this other player that has a sample-based piano where you can add other things other than that. And this one is called Free Grand Piano. So that's the name of the sampled instrument pack that you'll install into Orchestra Tools free sign player. Similar to Kontakt, similar setup. I think they have their own program also that'll do the install for you. It's a bit of runaround, bit of workaround, but once you do it and you get it installed, they also have other free instruments that you can install. And the one that I'm highlighting today is called Free Grand Piano. It is a grand piano. One of the things that they do differently here is they have this articulation list, and you can kind of poke around and look online to just see how to utilize that to your advantage. I'm not going to explain it here. Otherwise, you can use it like a regular piano and play the notes or write it in on the mini screen. But it's a very nice sounding piano. There is a mixer section. Most likely there should be some reverb. If not, you could just add reverb yourself. But that's just another piano option from the developer, Orchestra Tools, in their sign player, and it's called Free Grand Piano. Last piano for today we have from Audiolatry. This one is more straightforward to install. It's just a piano plugin. You install it, It's pretty straightforward. And this is from, like I said, Audio Latchery. It's called Grand Piano. Pretty straightforward. They have another piano, so when you go there, you could check out some of their other free offerings. But this one, run-of-the-mill stuff. So we have your ADSR envelope here. You have the main volume, and you have your key volume, where it's gonna, if you turn it up, it's just gonna turn up some of those key pressing effects. So you'll hear like the hammer dropping under the hood of the grand piano and all that stuff. You get that effect of the hammer slamming around. So you can control that level, which is cool to have that level of control if they're going for a more realistic vibe. Up here we have some effects. So you have reverb controls here, we have chorus, we have delay, and we have motion, which is just some kind of modulation that you can turn up the speed and turn up the depth. Otherwise, it's pretty much it. It's resizable. The interface is pretty low key, very user friendly, and it is resizable. This one is pretty light on the system, so sometimes I use it. So that's Grand Piano from Audio Latchery. Next up for the delays, we have Tungsten. This one got released in 2023, and pretty interesting interface, like a steampunk type of vibe. The interface is resizable, and the cool thing about this one is it's, they say, a delay effect with a twist, because they're adding some extra flavor to it with texture and color, because I think it does have some other saturation and distortion going on. This one does have ducking. They have a reverse knob. So down here you have smear and wear, and I think that's just dealing with them adding some form of reverb and also some kind of saturation slash kind of like harmonic distortion. The dual, I'm thinking most likely is for you to switch it from stereo to mono mode to kind of get some kind of ping pong effect. Feedback, freeze, so you can freeze it. And then grain is gonna just help give that delay sound some more texture if you dial that in. But everything else is pretty straightforward. You have your time setting over here for your time signature. I'm sure you can switch it from time signature to milliseconds. Then you have your mix knob over here, nice big mix knob. But interesting interface choice. Stands out. But this one is functional. It works pretty well, and it's available for PC and Mac. Last for today is Baby Comeback from Baby Audio. They're pretty popular, and this one is pretty straightforward. I have this on one of my go-to channel strip presets when I'm just recording quick vocals, just to have some kind of reverb for inspiration, for vibe. Very lightweight, very straightforward. This one does have ducking built in. They have ping pong mode. You have your time setting. You can set it to time signatures, or you can set it to milliseconds. Feedback knob. Over here is the flavor, so you can mess with the stereo with. They have an analog switch, a saucy switch, and a cheap switch, which is just kind of degrading the quality of it. It's just mainly adding a filter to it, to your delayed signal. And over here we have the ducker, in and out, wet and dry knobs. So you can set your wet signal separate from your dry signal. But it's pretty straightforward. Pretty nice, lightweight, and quick delay to set up. So that's Baby Comeback from Baby Audio. That's pretty much it for the videos, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys know we have the extra links in the description for my video series called PC Specs and how it relates to music production. Check that out. And also there is a link in the description for a plugin, a growing playlist for these videos that I do twice a week. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, definitely check that out. I'm rushing to get out of here, so I'm rushing to wrap this video. So check back next week. We will be in the month of December, and we'll get to that theme when we get there. But I'll be bringing you guys more free plugins as we wrap up the year in the month of December. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, you will see me in the next video.